Hey, good day. This is Robert Brown with the Rob Report. How you doing today? Hey, let's get the numbers up. Like, subscribe, share right now. Click it, click it, click it, click it. And if you do want to support the channel, don't do super chat. Cash App, PayPal if you want, or join my Patreon. I really appreciate it. It helps out a lot. To me, don't do none of that stuff. Go look at my program that I'm offering my viewers to help protect them legally and their entire family. Go watch the video at ejforall.com. Get educated on the program. Be a part of the program and write down 10 people you know can benefit. And that will help support this channel. Okay? That's the best way to support. I'd rather support you when you support me. Let me offer you something that will support you and your entire family, and in return, financial rewards will come to me, to this channel. And it'll help me do this more full time. But let's get into it. All right, so here's the deal. Talking about this line Warren. Who's lying? Warren or Bernie Sanders? The nerves of that, man. The nerves of that. Like I said, there's a few things me and Bernie Sanders are not seeing eye to eye on, and I don't agree with him, and I'm going to ride him and hold his feet to the fire. He's not getting my vote until he answered these questions. I don't need him. I don't need nobody answering for him. He need to be a big boy and answer his question and stop making excuses for some of the bad voting that he's done. And a couple of them, I believe he need to apologize for it. And that's that. And he ain't getting my vote. Nobody's getting my vote. And I need to find out what you're going to do for my community. That's it. But I know one thing. He does have a track record of legislating good policies. He does have a track record of reaching out to the less unfortunate. He does have a track record of campaigning for women and people of color, especially black people. Because I have to say that because some of you people don't like the term people of color. So I change it. He's went out there and campaigned for blacks. He's went out there and campaigned for Hispanics. So he has a record. But one thing I can never say about Bernie Sanders, because I've never really seen him do it, is he's a liar. I mean, he says some things that's true. I don't even agree with it. You gonna support Hillary Clinton and run for office? That crook? That's his choice. At least he's telling me the truth. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You don't like it, but I'm gonna do it. He tell it like it is. Anyway, so the big deal is who's telling the truth, Warren or Sanders? Well, Warren got a track record of lying. That's why Trump called her Pocahontas, because she put on this image that she's a Native American, even came out with a cookbook, and she ain't Native American a lick. She white as snow. And it's okay to be that way. The quirky school teacher, Miss Drysdale, that lies. They only do things for her when it's politically expedient for her, when it's going to benefit her. The safe choice, the too safe. If politics was a vagina, she'll be covered up in a prophylactic. That's how safe she is. Matter of fact, she'll probably put a diaphragm. She's going to be protected. She's not going to go out there and expose herself. She'll rather expose you than expose herself. And that's what this is all about. So here come the view, the spew. These cackling jackals up here. Here's what they had to say about this situation.
Whatever it's worth, I had a conversation with a politician last night, and we were talking about the likelihood of there being a fractured convention. Is everyone should, at this point, expect it, because I don't think Bernie and his supporters are going to let this go, much like they did last time. And it will, again, it will hurt the principle, just like he really hurt Hillary.
All right, so here we go. The cackling, hackling hyenas saying that Bernie Sanders support not going to let this go. Of course. Why should they? You're going to smear their guy. You think they're going to let this go? You got to understand, people, a lot of Bernie Sanders support is crossover support. Yeah, he got half the damn. That's why I say he should have ran independent. He would have beat both. I believe he would have beat both Trump and Hillary Clinton. They were so unlike, man, and he was so liked. They were lacking integrity, and he was full of integrity on that trail. People were into him. The only reason he didn't beat Hillary Clinton in the primaries is because, number one, most of the primaries are closed. Number two, these numbnuts delegates decide that, screw the people. We know they support Bernie Sanders, but we're going to go ahead and support Hillary Clinton anyway. And a host of other things. But once I saw they cheated me, the gloves was on. Look, I'm going to take a page out of Trump book. You cheated me. You responsible for me running for independent. Because I'm not going to allow you to do that to me. I'm not allowing you to do that to my supporters. And I'm not going to allow you to do that to America, who's a bunch of them are waiting to vote for me. I announced today that I'm running independent. Kiss both of my behinds. Right? The Democratic Party can kiss my right cheek. The RNC can kiss my left cheek. It's on. That's what I would have did. And my supporters would have continued to back me up. I would have backed up my supporters. Bernie Sanders didn't back up to the supporters. He backed her up, and the supporters, as Meghan McCain said, wasn't having that. And it fractured the party. Why? Because a lot of those supporters were Democrats. A lot of them stayed and followed his lead and supported Hillary, but a lot of them became Democrats. They wasn't originally Democrats. They became Democrats because in order for me to vote for this independent running in the Democratic Party, I got to change my affiliation by force, or I won't be able to get him in. I'm forced to become a Democrat. That's how I was. I'm independent, but I live in New York. And I was forced to become a Democrat and register in order to vote for Bernie Sanders. You ain't gonna get me again like that. Because there's a lot of things I known by checking people's records this past couple of years. Now, majority of his record, solid. About 6 or 7 things I don't agree with Bernie Sanders on. I'm calling him out on it. 2 major things. But don't expect them, those people who signed in the party, you expect them to stay in the party. 13 million people left the party after that DNC debacle and that shameful mess they did in Philly. I was there. They left the party. They ain't coming back. And even though you got him running again, a lot of them are not going to come back.
Yeah. What's different? We now have Trump. They've got to get rid of him.
I agree with that.
What's different? They got Trump. We got to get rid of him. No, you got to get rid of him. Everybody don't feel the same way you do about Trump people. I don't like Trump, but I don't agree with you getting rid of him by any means necessary. You're going to fracture our so-called democracy, and I say so-called democracy because it's democracy. All it cares about is the upper and the elite. And white power is running it. Even with a black man being president, white power is still running behind the scenes. You worry about white power Trump. That's nothing new. Black people have been dealing with Trumps all our lives. Lyndon B. Johnson was no different from Trump. But we knew how to put the pressure on Lyndon B. Johnson to make a demand for our people. And you want us to be on your side. Y'all, everybody got to come together as one. And then you're focusing on Democrat. You're not thinking that most of the people in the world today in the United States are independent. They are non-party affiliated. And you got to reach out to them people because they determine whether you're going to win or not. But you don't care about that. All you care about is the Democratic coalition and bringing everybody together. Get out of here. It's not going to win you the general election. You can get all your Democrats together. If you're not crossovering, and none of you have that, Bernie Sanders does have that. Elizabeth Warren have a little bit of that. Tulsi got a lot of that. Tulsi probably got more of that than Elizabeth Warren. If you ain't got no crossover appeal, Trump will be president again. And I know you don't like him, and we got to get rid of him. Who is we? Stop speaking this French. You got to get rid of him. What about you? Look, I want to get rid of him through the ballot box, through voting. But right now, I don't care. That's on y'all. I'm not voting for nobody. None. Until I hear some demands that I got met.
Because, when Hillary's book, she says some of his supporters, the so-called Bernie bros, took to harassing my supporters online. It got ugly and more than a little sexist. That's from...
Now, here you go. Just cause this known habitual lying lady, woman, this warmonger, this pretend to be friends of black people, but yet passing policies to decimate the black community, woman, gonna sit here and blame her loss on Bernie Sanders, the man who campaigned for her because he thought she can win if she just makes some adjustments in a couple of areas. Pick me as vice president, change the Democratic platform to my progressive platform. Let's go out together as a team, vice president and president to be, and tell these people in the Midwest, let's tell them what we're going to do for them so you can win the Midwest. Simple formula. She too much of a snobbish elitist to do it. And she going to blame Bernie Sanders and Bernie bros. Don't even want to talk about David Brock. Good friends of the Clinton who had enough money to take $1 million, some probably coming from the DNC, to have a troll farm in the United States to harass Clinton's, Bernie Sanders supporters and Trump supporters. The psychology is this: accuse the person of what I'm doing before he find out I'm doing it. That's why Elizabeth lied. Accuse this person of lying before they find out I'm lying. Maybe I could chip off some of his support. They're going to come up with this mess. Hillary Clinton talking this trash. Still in Egypt on the river called Denial.
Hillary. And then remember in July 2016, Bernie stopped the roll call at the DNC. And I remember that very well. And he finally pushed for Hillary Clinton to get the nomination.
Yes.
But he went so far as to stop the roll call. So he's not going down without this kind.
He had reasons to do that. He knew that she could not win on corporatism. It's not that she couldn't win. She could not win on corporatism. Just the simple fact that the DNC was exposed, and Hillary Clinton, especially the part where Hillary Clinton was pretty much bailing the DNC out of debt and decided to pimp the DNC out and control everything through Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Once that stuff got out there, why would I want to not hold a vote? Man, me personally, I'm going all the way to the floor. Y'all gonna have to take this thing from me. I'm not giving it to y'all. And once y'all take it away from me, the next morning I'm announcing I'm running independent. I already built the campaign. I already built the grassroots movement. I didn't turn my back on my supporters. I didn't stab them on the back going with you bunch of cheaters. So they still gonna support me. And now I'm in a general election as an independent. Guess what I'm gonna get? Something y'all not gonna get. I'm going to get a bunch of independents. I'm going to get some of the Republicans because some of the Republicans don't like Trump. So they'd rather go with me than you. I'm talking about the voters. And the independents love me. They've been waiting to vote for me, but they just couldn't because most of the Democratic primaries are closed primaries. So, Sonny, whatever your name is, you neglecting the fact of what happened before that and how the DNC has been exposed in the WikiLeaks document, which came through Julian Assange. Somebody gave it to him. He just exposed the information which need to be exposed. The American people need to know what these numbnut crooked crooks are doing.
convention, he looked like he was like sucking on a lemon. Remember in like the close-up of his face, he looked like he was sucking on a lemon when they were like showing her, and then his brother made this whole thing, and it wasn't the show of dignity and solidarity that I think she had hoped.
And why should they been a show of solidarity and dignity? You guys act like you got amnesia. That's why I don't watch The View. I can't stand The View. If I see if I see Whoopi Goldberg, I like Ghosts and all that, but you on The View, I can't stand this you on The View. It makes me want to throw up. Because all you do is kiss the behind of the Democratic Party, Meghan McCain kissed the behind of the Republican Party, and none of y'all are doing anything for the people. All you care about is party allegiance, gang warfare, my gang, your gang, gang. No, I'm not talking about Andrew Yang gang. All this tribalism right there. And it's more y'all than it is Megan. And she gets beat up. Poor thing. Poor, elitist, rich, wealthy, white heir of the Anheuser-Busch royalty. You guys got amnesia and don't understand that they don't. And people are not dumb. That man had every right to look sour, every right to be pissed off, to find out that you guys rigged this thing against me. Every right to be pissed off and mad because the delegates decided we're going to give our delegates to Hillary Clinton anyway, even though Bernie Sanders won the state. Cheating. The media cheating. Yet he still moseyed on down in that same place, the convention. Megan, I don't even think you were there. And decided that he was going to support her. And that he was going to do the roll call anyway. When people were begging him not to do it. He turned his back on his people at that moment and decided to side with the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton. Well, you live to fight another day. No. Who say you're going to get another day to fight? You got to always seize the moment. And Bernie Sanders had his moment and he turned his back. And his momentum, he imagine where he would be right now if he did the smart thing, the right thing by the people. And to me, the right thing was run independent because he already done built that coalition that could have got him nominated as the first independent. Well, I can't say that, but but they would have got him nominated. So you're gonna act like this man is sour, his brother is crying because they stabbed this man in the back, and God knows what Obama did to him. God knows, and not to mention what they were doing to the delegates that did represent him. And the people that was at the convention, the sound cannon, and trying to shut them up and taking their credentials and all this kind of foolishness. And you got the nerves to sit there and try to make it seem like he had no right to have his face punked out sour. And let me guess, you were there? You rich, wealthy, arrogant, elitist person. John McCain married himself into wealth, and you are the spawn of that wealth, and the whole entire Bush multi-billion-dollar organization is your heir. I mean, you're the heir of that. Yet these people who've been shamed and ostracized at that convention were regular people like me. They taped their self on the mouth. They kicked Nina Turner from speaking because they was afraid she was going to say something that they can't control. You guys are something else, View.
Oh, listen, Bernie Bros, if you're out there, and, keep your emails because I don't care. But this is really about the country. This is not about being a bro or...
Well, look at here, Hillary chick. Corporate centrist, wealthy chick. We know what this is about. This is about the country. And the country is not Democrat. The country, most of the people in this country don't even affiliate with a freaking party, but all you care about is the party winning. Because we'll put somebody in there better than Donald Trump. Who says so? You'll probably put somebody who's prettier than Donald Trump, but behind the scene be doing just as bad as stuff, just as worse stuff. It just won't get out and leaked out. Like I said, this ugliness of Donald Trump, I don't like it. I didn't vote for it. I don't support it. But I'd rather see it coming in my face than being hit behind and hit in the head with it. Bernie Bros.
Girlfriend. It's not about any of that. If he is not the candidate, get your behinds in gear. Get your behinds in gear.
Here they go again, trying to tell people what to do with their vote. I mean, people always talk about, especially in the ADOS movie, we always talk about people that's mammies. This is the biggest mammy of them all. All she want to do is protect her money and protect that party and protect her friends in that party. When the last time had Whoopi Goldberg went down there and started spending time in the black community? When the last time she gave money to this, money to that? When the last time she done that? When was the last time she went out there and fought for water protectors? When was the last time? I mean, Jane Fonda, at least she went out there and spoke against the war. When the last time you went out and did anything? All you do is cape for a Democratic Party. That's all you do. This tribalism. And we got a lot of black people joining the Democratic tribe, and then you got Republican black people joining the Republican tribe, and neither one of these tribes give a crap about you. You got to understand, Whoopi Goldberg, we're individuals. You don't tell us what to do. We're not in your freaking party, and we're not going to be in your freaking party. You can't make us. If you want Donald Trump out of office, you better get yourself in gear and make sure you get people like you to the freaking polls. And make sure you don't just worry about getting Trump out of office. Make sure you put somebody in there that's going to really do the bidding for the people. And that's the problem with most of you corporate numbnuts, celebrity and all, you, Bill Maher, and all these other people. All you care about is the Democratic Party winning. And let's say if they win, what will they do for the American people? The purpose of us putting you in that office is not just to defeat Trump. Yes, we want to defeat Trump. But we don't want to defeat Trump with somebody that ain't going to do nothing for the people. And here you are, you caping for the Democratic Party. Neither one of them saying they got a black agenda that's going to do something for your people, who to this very day still struggling in education, still struggling with police department, still struggling with trying to build businesses and start business, still struggling with healthcare. Your people being maligned and undermined every freaking day. Your people. All you can think about is vote a Democrat. And it was the Democrat that came up with the crime bill. It was the Democratic that, like Joe Biden, that pushed hard for the drug war. And some of the biggest supporters of the private prison system. Now, for you Republicans out there listening to me, I'm not saying y'all all that either. Y'all just as bad as the Democrats. It's just that lately the Democrats been topping y'all on corruption, lying, cheating, and stealing. But your day coming where you ain't gonna have that. You gonna show them that you more corrupt than them. I'm tired of both of you corrupt son of a guns. And she is got the nerves to do the same mess again that they did in 2016 that didn't work. Point the finger and act like you somebody's mama. Now my ex-girlfriend, her mom was doing that. And I love her. But I'm like, you can't tell nobody what to do with their vote. You can't tell them to vote. You can't tell them not to vote. All you can say is what I'm going to do. I just tell you don't slut vote. Make sure you know what you're voting for if you're going to vote. And make sure you don't go just putting D down the whole entire ballot or R down the whole entire ballot. You vote for people you don't know who they are, and they could be the next freaking Hitler. Well, that's what Trump is. No, most of these people running for office are like that. They racist. They just don't show it. They low-key, undercover racist, passing racist policies, and you don't even know it. At least I'm glad Trump passing racist policy up front where the courts can stop him. Come up with your funky bill to keep Muslims from coming into the country. I know about it now. I can get the judge to stop it. Come up with the immigration bill and all this stuff to try to be like a Gestapo to immigrants. We know about it. We could put something. We can fight against that. But this low key, we don't even know it. Y'all don't vote for it, and it's never been on TV, and we just saying, wow, when that happened. Taking sides. Get out of here.
And stop pretending that you're looking for him to actually do something that's meaningful for everybody in the nation. Either we're going to try to make this change together, whoever the person is, or we're not. And it'd be nice to do it with you, but we can do it without you. We don't want to.
And we can do the same thing, too. We can do it without you. You're only one vote, Whoopi Goldberg. One freaking vote. And your vote doesn't match up to the votes of progressives, the votes of independents, and some Republican that had enough of this establishment Democratic mess. You don't want that man to become president. You don't. You don't like him. You smear him every day, talk trash about him every day because they beat your best friend, your girlfriend. You hate that and it hurts you, and you're even talking about it up here. And this whole thing is a point of finger. You did it last time, don't do it this time. No. If you do what you did last time, we're going to do what we did again the last time. And you're going to end up with another 4 years of Trump because you guys didn't want to bend the knee. We are not bending the knee to your demands. We're not bending the knee. Either you're going to put somebody in office that's not only can defeat Trump, but that can really go out there and serve the needs of the people, or you're going to end up keeping Trump. And black people is not falling for that. If you're not gonna take care of the needs of my community, don't ask me for a freaking vote. If you're not gonna find out what we want and go out there and advocate it, even in a platform, don't ask us for a vote. We may give you a vote, but don't expect us. See, that's my whole thing. A lot of y'all, you got people expecting your vote, and they never offer you anything. Well, they're gonna do healthcare and all that, but some people need a little more than healthcare. I mean, I need healthcare. I need educate. I would like to go back to school. I would like healthcare, and all those things are good, great things. But I'm not gonna not exist. My people are not gonna exist if I don't get it. That wealth gap need to be closed. You got it, Whoopi Goldberg. You got the money. Average black person don't have it. Now, what have you done with your money to bring them up? Probably not a doggone thing. And you think just voting for another corporatist that's going to protect your freaking money is going to help me get money? It's going to help me get a better education? It's going to help me get health care? No. They'll say it to get our vote, and once they're in office, they're going to do everything they can for your corporatist friend, for ExxonMobil, for the pharmaceutical industry, Pfizer and all them. And you got the nerves to be doing this. We are not on your team. This ain't Team People versus Team Trump. This Team People versus Team Republican and Democrats, Team Trump, Team Nancy Pelosi, and all these numbnuts in Washington, D.C. All of them. All of you.
But you can't do what you did 4 years ago. It's just not right.
But you can't do what you did 4 years ago. Did you hear that? You heard her, right? But you can't do what you did 4 years ago. Who said we can't? When have you become Hitler? When have you become a dictator? When have you become Stalin? You are no different from Trump. I can say something about Trump. He's telling people, look, you got to vote for me. You got to vote for me. But he's not telling you better vote for me. Barack Obama sat there and said, it'll be an atrocity. It'll be a shame to my legacy, if you people won't go out there and vote for Hillary Clinton, you can't go around pointing the finger and telling people, grown people, what they need to do with their vote. This is how you lost. Stay in your own lane, stay on your own freaking vote. Political strategies and political demands have changed. You're not going to get a vote without giving us a reason to vote for you. I'm Democrat. There ain't no reason to vote for you. I'm Republican. There ain't no reason to vote for you, and there's no reason not to vote for you. I don't care what you are. What's your track record? What have you done for your community back in your hometown? What have you done for your state as senator? What have you done as U.S. senator? What have you done for the people? Your margin of helping people and helping corporations, helping low donors and helping the high donors, let me see that margin. I want to know whose side you on. You kiss the butt of the, are you supporting union busters? Or are you supporting union workers? Or are you doing both? You expect me to vote for you when you're taking union busting money, yet you're going to the unions asking for support Joe Biden? These people up here fighting to get change on their job, and you sitting up here kissing the butt of the union busters and taking their freaking money. But the news not going to show that. It takes me to do that. And a lot of you people are doing that. But Trump, like I said, ugly, beautiful, but ugly in the heart. Ugly in the heart, beautiful, but ugly in the heart. What's the difference? They beautiful, yeah, but they're ugly in the heart. And it's the heart that matters. It's the heart that takes action, not beauty. Your heart is still the same. I'm done. Hey, people, look, celebrities, if you watch Bob TV, we ain't hearing your crap. Shut your mouth. Tell your people that you want to run for office. Cape for the people. Tell us what you're going to do for us in order to get your vote. If you don't offer us a concession, don't expect our vote. This is how it goes. It's a two-way street. Don't just keep telling us 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 years. Vote us in office, but you're not going to give us nothing in return. Matter of fact, you're going to do whatever you can for your high donor and forget all about us. Get out of here. Get out of here. And you come with these garbage policies. Garbage. But Trump. We did the But Trump thing in 2016. You still didn't want to offer nothing for the people. Hillary Clinton did not even want to go with Bernie Sanders' platform. Didn't even want to make Bernie Sanders vice president. To try to push that platform to help people so she can not only get 4 years in the office, so she can get 8 years. She was too cocky and arrogant to do that, but you want us to, it don't matter, just support. Man, get out of here. Trying to play daddy. You go back and watch my Dumb DNC series. I think one of my videos said stop neglecting the independent base. And stop acting like you people parents. You can't tell nobody what to do. I can't tell you what to do with the vote. I'm ADOS. And they got to say, we try to stay on code and try to encourage people, no black agenda, no vote. But I can't tell you what to do. I only can suggest you do it. And I don't know where you're coming from. I just stay in my lane and tell you what I'm going to do. And hopefully you say the same thing. I'm not your daddy. And I'm not your Führer. And I'm not your dictator. And nobody's mine either. So I don't care who you listen to on the radio or who you listen on YouTube or who you listen on TV. If you think you're going to try to tell me what to do, why don't you unsubscribe and go over there? Because nobody's my Führer. Nobody's my dictator. Heck, I serve a God and I don't even do half of the stuff he put in the scriptures to do. I want to do it, but I'm going to mess up. Don't, just hang in there with me. I'm still learning. So we're not going to tolerate with this thing celebrities, politicians. We're independent voters. We're independent mind, as Kanye West said. And nobody control my vote. I'm thankful and I'm blessed that I can vote. I'm thankful that I ain't got to count beans in a jar. I'm thankful that I ain't got to risk getting hung. And both Democratic and Republicans played in that mess. Not just Democrats, Republicans, and not just Republicans, Democrats. You both played in that mess. You both played in that field. If you vote, we're going to hang you, buddy. You better not go out there and vote. I know you got the right to vote, but I better not see you out there trolley on down there to that courthouse. We're going to catch you coming down that dirt road. Then you just going to have to kill me, Doc. Because you are not going to control my right to vote. You're not even going to control my right to not vote. And guess what? Don't do nothing for my people. Don't come up with an agenda. Don't listen to the need of my people. Don't advocate for my people. You ain't getting my vote. Do what you will. Yes, everything look great on the surface, but I don't know if you're really going to be able to do that. We've heard all these presidents. You don't trust this person? Why should I? You know how many people that I trusted and they turned their back on me? I was married to 2 of them. I'm like Stone Cold Steve Austin, DTA. I don't trust anybody. You got to earn my trust. And just because you talk good, just because you might have a good record, just because you might have some good policies, still don't earn my trust. You earn my trust in what you do, not what you say. And your true ability to do it. Some of you women, you fell for the, girl, I'm going to marry you, I'm going to take you all over the world. You ain't even been out the state yet. I'm not going to be that way. So, Whoopi Goldberg.
I guess that means you need to shut the fuck up. I would fuck up. Shut the fuck up.